Hi, welcome. My name is Mindy. This is a Transform 20 information group. We have a new program that just came out in December. I don't know if you're going to be watching this today or a couple of weeks after it's done, but December 3rd, the T20, otherwise known as Transform 20 program by Shanti, came out as an upgrade to On Demand. If you have On Demand, it's something you can get. I think it's $30 to $40, and it's an upgrade when you get all of the things associated with that group. Now, if you don't have On Demand, we have lots of packs and success packs for you to get. And we are just kind of giving everyone information. I'm gonna kind of unbox everything today and show you what you get. But it is one of those things that is, something where we begin kind of like almost like a soft launch. And then in January, we're getting people ready now because in January, we're going to do our first New Year's challenge group with this program. And really in a challenge group, you guys, it's an accountability group. It's a group to where we all get the program. We start it on the same day and we go through the workouts, the program, and the nutrition together. It is so much better, you guys, to do a program together than by yourself. You're so much less likely, hey, Nicole, to maybe wimp out or say, oh, it doesn't matter today, but every day does matter. And all those little choices will start to add up. It's just a fact, you guys. We are a product of our choices, whether that's awesome choices or not so great choices. Regardless, they add up over time. And what is interesting is it seems like the negative choices almost add up faster than our positive choices, but the positive choices will add up too. And that's the beauty of working within an accountability group or a challenge group. All right, so let's get down to it. This group is just for you. It's for information. I'm going to show you what you get with the program. I'm going to show you the bench that you can possibly get. And I'm also going to show you how to go to On Demand and get your workouts. So again, my name is Mindy Lawhorn. I'm so glad that you're here. Real quick story about me. I've lost about 70 pounds with Beachbody products. I became a coach 10 years ago, honestly, because I thought, well, it'll give us a discount. I never knew I could meet amazing people like you and have a team of my own. I never knew that that could be possible. And once I realized that not only I got a discount, but I could help people the way I was helped. And it wasn't because I knew everything. It's just because I was like, well, here's an alternative if you don't like kale. Here's an alternative if you don't like shakes. Here's something else you can do if you can't really do a squat right now or a lunge or that hurts your knees. I'm like, okay, here's an option. And that's where it began. I found out I'm actually kind of a business person. I never really thought I was. I've always loved people. I lost that weight after my second child, but I had grown up chubby, and I actually got kind of into fitness and teaching fitness classes because I thought it was fun. You could be really loud. You moved around a bunch. You just sort of dance around and have people do it with you, and like you got paid for it. It was the best gig ever. And for me, that's just kind of part of my personality. And I realized that a lot of people don't have that in their lives, and some people can't make it to the gym, and other people don't have positive influences and accountability, and honestly, people praying for them. And that's what I've done my whole life, and I love it. And I'm like, if I can, get myself on a better trajectory, eating better, working out more consistently, and just share with other people how I do it and how they can help other people, this might work out. So 10 years later, we've been doing this business for 10 years. My husband retired about 6 years ago. We are debt free. We've made more money doing this than we ever thought possible. I could go on, and while it's not about the money, I'm sorry, I have to put that back there. That thing is bugging me. Getting to do what I feel like is a huge part of my purpose online and at home in my own gym and like in my own workout clothes without having to go into anyone. I make my own schedule. No one tells me what to do. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go with it as hard as I can. So every program we have, I usually do some sort of launch because I love every program. Now, every program is not for everyone, but we do have something, and we have multiple things for everyone. So that's kind of my story. That's kind of where we got going. Oh, and by the way, side note, we do not have an easy life. A lot of people think, oh, well, of course you're fit or whatever. No, you guys, my husband has cancer. We're fighting a battle with him right now. I was a single mom at one point. I lost my sister 2 years ago in a horrific car situation. I lost my dad 12 years ago. We have trouble just like anyone else, but I just refuse to let life, because life is always going to happen, stop me from living out my purpose, which is to help you and to help you grow, whether that's to lose weight, help someone else, or help you make money in this business. I'm going to do it forever. Fitness is a business. And by the way, it's not going anywhere. Okay, enough of that preaching. In your T20 package, this is what you're going to get. So this is what I personally purchased. I already have on demand. I'm going to share with you what on demand is in just a second, but I already have on demand, which means I have access to all of our programs through my just account with Beachbody. So I did what's called a completion pack. What that got for me was the bench. So we do this workout either on the floor or on a bench. So this is the official. As you can see, it has multiple risers. You do not have to use these risers. And you can, what's really cool is they stack kind of inside here. I'm not 100% sure how they stack really well, but they stack so you don't have to be like, what do I do with these things? Oh yeah, they come apart. And so you have options to add risers. You have options to not add risers. You can do whatever you want, but they really ingeniously stick in here. And as you can see, all I did was make it as tall as I could when I first got it. But these kind of hide within each other. You can take them off. So that's the other side. And it can be the basic step. You can also, I think, take this off. I don't know why you would, but it is, you can take it off. You can use this bench. You can use a bench you already have, but there are a ton of people who do this on the floor and it's going to whip your booty, but in a good way. So this is more of a 20-minute cardio attack. It's going to challenge you. It's going to be awesome. I know, I'm so happy I got this step, Nicole. Like, I ordered it, of course, the day it came out. Like, I would have stayed up, but that would have been, I think, 2 or 3 a.m. my time. No. But I did get up that very morning because I wanted it. I love all of our stuff. I love the jump mat. I got the 80-day obsession mat. I love it. I use it, but this is also our life. And what's really funny about this gym, just look around. When we first got this, there was like nothing in here. Look, I'm like, oh, I got these things. Oh, and I need this ball. But I really find myself using them. And with me, I don't know about you, I got to have variety. Like, I can't do the same thing every day. I'll be like, oh, I just can't. And I think that's probably most people. But if you get the bench, that's what it looks like. There's the versatility you can use. You don't have to use it. If you're like, I don't want to use the bench, or I have this bench I've been used at since the 80s when I was doing step, then use that bench, girl. It's totally fine. Now, within the completion pack, what I got first is this. This is just a Transform 20 Get Started kind of pamphlet. And I love this because when you get the big book, which I'll show you in a minute, sometimes you're just like, I got to sit down and read this, and that's going to take me a while. But what Beachbody does, they give you really neat, kind of get started right and get started fast documents. So this just goes over, it's 20 minutes a day, 6 days a week, all the different stuff that we kind of go with. And hey, Rebecca, welcome. I've got the workouts in there, other program material. So it's really just kind of, what is this all about? Here's the basics. There's a lot of these. A lot of great, inspiration, also kind of naked men, but I don't necessarily mind that. I'm kidding. But all the basic steps to kind of get you going. So step 1, got a step. Step 2, take your before pictures. And by the way, if you're like, I'm not taking a before picture, give it a second because you don't have to necessarily share it with anyone. Hi guys. But I just did the 21-day fix, a 21-day reset with about 15 people. And the scale doesn't always give you an adequate, hi Rebecca, indication. Because I don't know about you, some people lose weight really fast, some people lose weight slow. Some people, 5 pounds can look like 15. And other people can lose like so much, So the pictures they tell everything. And they're so good to see. I know nobody likes to see themselves in a before picture. But when you compare them, you'll be just amazed. You'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I took this before picture because I now can see my hard work because the scale doesn't always reflect that. Read through the nutrition guide because nutrition is key, you guys. We have to do that. Step 4, press play and go. They call it burn and just get after it and daily do it. Keep track. And I'll show you some of the other stuff that they've got in order for us to keep track. Excuse me. Before I get in the nutrition guide, let me show you this. I love this thing. So in this tube, and it came with a nifty little marker. You have a complete kind of like dry erase tracker here. I love it. So this is every day. It's going to have what you do each week. You've got 2, 3 different sections. You have a commit, a climb, and a conquer, and conquer is third. And it just lets you know, it just helps you keep track of what you're doing. And I love seeing my workouts. I love on a calendar marking off my workout. And for me, I just want to know that I've worked out almost every day that week. That's always my goal. No, it's not always the same workout. Today, I actually did cycle because I'm so sore. I didn't work out yesterday, but I just cycled for about 30 minutes really hard. And to me, I'm like, okay, cool. Soreness is worked out. And I just need to know that I worked out because I love to keep track. You get these lovely little stickers if you want. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. Moving on. Okay, so we have a complete nutrition guide, which I'm gonna do right at the end. But also, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. This is our complete Transform 20 guide and tracker. I love how they have it with this binder. I know that may sound silly, but we've had a lot of binders that are, that hold it together like this. I just am so rough with all my guests, or I go back and forth so much, I end up kind of tearing it off. So it's got a let's get to work, beginning. We've got a before, so you can track your stuff. You guys, I know you don't want to measure yourselves. It is imperative though, because you won't believe it. You're like, oh my gosh, I've lost an inch in my arm, my waist, my chest, everything. You can also find stuff, of course, at Shanti. You can also find it Transform 20 at Transform 20 on Instagram. It gives you a place for you to really take a deep breath, write in, what are my goals? What do I really want? Where do I start? And then let's get going. This is key. We've got to write our nutrition in. No one likes it, but when you write in your nutrition daily, things start to change. Not only do you come to grips with, did I really eat that handful of Cheez-Its? I totally forgot. And it's those little things, I think, that we do in passing that we're just like, oh, this won't matter. That does matter. Remember the thing I said in the beginning is that we are a product of our choices. Little things add up, positive and negative. And this nutrition tracker helps so much. I also highly suggest that you get an app called MyFitnessPal. I love it. I used it at the 21-day reset. I'm so sorry, I keep saying that. And it helped me so much. But writing down your workout, your weight for that day. And by the way, don't worry about the weight. Mine always goes like this. I'm never like, woo. Like, I wish it'd be like great. It was like, shoo. And then I stay there and never move. It doesn't. It always goes like this. It's water, it's nutrition, especially for us females. It depends on, what's going on that month or that part of the month. But in here, it also talks about water, Shakeology, all of the challenges and the things that the ways in which you conquer those challenges, or you're stepping up and kind of leaning into maybe the discomfort and the fear of those challenges. You guys, this is more than just a program, and I love that. So you've got that for 6 straight weeks. But within the groups, we're going to not only be doing this with you, but we're going to give you accountability. You guys, I'm going to be praying for you. I'm going to give you encouragement. But if you want to get on this soon, we can all start and be part of the actual Shanti test group with this. And what I mean by test group, it's just a really, really big group of people that are doing this all together. He will be going live in there as well as posting daily. And it's just really cool. I love knowing I'm not alone. To me, it makes me keep going, makes me just excited and that much more invested in it. Like, I don't want to just do this but not tell anyone, because then I can quit so easily. Part of a challenge group and an accountability group is that you say it, you tell people your goals, you commit to it, and you're like, what, I can't. I already told these people I do it. Just do it. It's just 6 weeks. We're going to do it together. Those 6 weeks are going to pass, whether you do it or not. Why not do this together? You guys, and this isn't about perfection. This isn't about getting in there and you have to video every one of your workouts and you look so perfect like all the people in the video. No. It's just about getting in there and doing it and completing. Stay true to your goals and let us help you stay true to them as well. All right, moving on. Within the meal plan, we do everything kind of within the container system because it's just so easy. If you don't know what the container system is, it started with a program called the 21-Day Fix, and now we put it with every single nutrition plan that we have. It's just so simple. Like, it takes all of the confusion and frustration and kind of like where you're like, about nutrition. I'm not that great at nutrition. You guys, nutrition is the hardest part for everyone, even for nutritionists, because it's okay. I mean, like, I could crush it for 20 minutes a day, but eating what I'm supposed to every time I eat without overeating and making those good choices and kind of being very present with my food instead of just, and then like, oh, I've overeaten, it takes skill and it takes a little bit of time to master that skill, but we all can do it. So with the container system, you may already have it, but we have these small containers, all different sizes. Some are about a cup, some are 3/4 cup, some are half, some are 1/4 cup, some are 3/4 cup, a 30 cup. But each of those represents a food group. So vegetables, fruit, proteins, carbohydrates, healthy fats, all that kind of stuff. And depending on where you land in the plans, that will tell you how many purples you can have a day, which is vegetable fruits. I mean, how many greens you can have a day, which is vegetables, how many reds, which is protein. And it makes it so simple. I mean, you might not like what you get to eat, hey, but it makes it so very simple. So there are plan A all the way to plan E. Now, what these plans really are based on are where you start at for your weight loss journey and kind of where you want to go. So it starts at about 168 pounds or less for females. And I know that's a good portion of us. That's where we would start. That would be between 1,200 and about 1,500 calories. But remember, the program is not, it's based on overall calories, but what it's based on more is the items that you're going to eat. Because let's be honest, 1,500 calories of, Cheetos and Coca-Cola and Ho-Hos are not the same as 1,500 calories of vegetables, proper lean proteins, fruits, healthy fats, and all that kind of stuff. And then it kind of goes from there, 168 and a half up to about 195 pounds. That is a plan B. That's 1,500 to about 1,800 calories. Now, if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm already confused, don't worry. It plans this exactly for you. So you don't have any questions. You know what you're supposed to eat. Now, all you're going to do is figure out what will fit in those containers and in those categories. For me, when I do a challenge group, I share hacks with you. You can do it any way you want. For me, I don't need this huge plethora and an assortment of food. Oh my gosh, I'm so bored with eating this for the past 2 days. I have to eat so much more. And by the way, I'm not making fun if you do want an assortment of foods and a variety of stuff. I just like knowing that I'm going to enjoy it, that it's going to fill me up, and it's foods I like. And so for me, I have a really small variety of the foods I eat on a program like this, and I just kind of rotate through those. And there's nothing wrong with that. To me, I feel comfortable. I feel like I can easily have success because I know what I can eat. I know how much of that I can eat, and I know that I'm going to like it. So that's kind of up to you. But my only encouragement is find something that's doable, not something that you're going to have to go home and prepare for 4 hours before you do it, because the likelihood of doing that more than once minimizes, and therefore we don't do it at all. So I would stick with something that works for you, that you like. If there's a certain, type of Shakeology recipe you like, do that. If you like a certain kind of chicken or a certain kind of turkey meat or a certain kind of breakfast and you like that, do it. Get like 1 or 2 and do it. And we stick to that for 6 weeks. Now, one of the things that I do think is important, and you guys, I'm not going to keep talking forever, but I love the performance line. The performance line is a line with Beachbody that we have that helps so much with these workouts, from all the way to energy, to you working on those sore muscles at night when you sleep, to something you could take right after your workout, especially because we're going to be sweating a lot, you guys, a lot. And we're going to go really hard and really fast for 20 minutes. And sometimes our bodies need help other than just nutrition. And don't even get me started on why that is, but it is. And the performance line helps so much. And that's part of the program. So that is figured into not only the calorie base, but what you can get. So it's not outside of that. There's an amazing food list. I mean, really, anything and everything. You don't want to get it all. You just want to find the things that work for you. Now, the really cool part about the meal that I love, the nutrition, is that it tells you exactly how much of each of these you can eat. So a lot of our programs will give you like what you can eat, but not how much. Like, I want to know, okay, raspberries. I love raspberries. One of my favorite fruits, one of my go-tos. And you can have a cup of raspberries. That's a purple. So let's say you get 2 or 3 purples a day. You can have a cup of raspberries. And you can put it in the container, or you can also get a measuring cup, 1 cup, put as many raspberries in there as long as it's not like, falling over 1,000 times. If it's right there top, you can have that many raspberries for 1 purple. And easy. To me, I'm like, oh, and pretty soon you can start eyeballing it. Same with proteins. These are all proteins. I promise you'll be able to find proteins there. Carbohydrates that are healthy. I promise you'll be able to find carbs along with healthy fats, nut butters, things like that. This meal plan goes through all about our container system, and then it gives you examples for meals. No, you don't have to eat this exactly, but they're called sample meal plans, just so you can know, okay, for breakfast, I could have this much stuff, for lunch, this much, snack, this much, and within this program, you can eat 5 times. So breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. You can work that any way you want. I do intermittent fasting most every day. That's just ever since really, and this may be too much information, ever since about 2 years ago after my sister died, it kind of threw me into a perimenopausal state. And all I mean is like, my hormones were way out of whack and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And like, I just started gaining weight in really weird places and I was so lethargic and I'm like, what's happening? And after going through a couple doctors and figuring out I was so messed up, hormonally, the point is, not only have I gotten that worked it out, but I found out that I really love to intermittent fast. And we can talk more about that. But for me, I would like to intermittent fast, which is I wait to the last possible minute to begin my eating for the day. And then I eat within a smaller window. And then what I do with the meals, I just fit that. I fit that same 1,500-ish calories within just a smaller eating window, which just helps me for my type of personality and how my body works. But it also helps me be able to eat less without being hungry. The earlier I eat, the more hungry I get. I don't know why that is, but it just is. But that's an option, and we can talk about that when we do this program in January. But there's tons of recipes in here, healthy recipes. For those of you that have the Fix recipe book, that is something that you can use for a great resource for this program. And we've got a lot of options. We just have to figure out what it is that's easy for you, that you like, that you'll use. Last thing I'm gonna go over is on demand. So here's my little computer. I simply go to teenbeachbody.com and I click on the on demand. Now on demand is something you would log into, but you go through some of the programs. So once I scroll down, if you can see Transform 20, boom. So it is already in my library and all I do is click on it. And it begins to list all of the workouts. Now, there's a sample workout that you can click on right up here. See the top sample workout? Or try the workout. And by the way, that's on there. Let's say you already have on demand, but you haven't chosen to purchase this yet. You can go on and give it a shot. And there are ways that I can share workouts with you so you can try it, and I'll be sharing those within this group. Just trying to get everyone in here so we can kind of know what's going on and go from there. All right, so I clicked on the sample workout.
Hey, what's up? My name is Sean T. Welcome to Transform 20, a 6-week program that's designed to help you conquer your mind so you can transform your life. Are you guys ready to go? Step on top of your step. And you're gonna
now notice all the different steps. Like there's some that are the little ones, there's that one kind of long one. Like that's what we use in the gym. And you just begin here. Now you don't have to use the bench if you don't want to. You could totally do this on the floor as well.
This 6 weeks, that's right. It's a 6-week program designed to help you work out for 20 minutes a day so that you can commit, climb, and conquer all the way.
And by the way, you don't do this move for the whole 20 minutes. See the girl to the left of him or the right of him? That is you not even using the bench. That's an option. Here's another really great thing about this workout is that not everyone is always on the beat. So if you're like, I can't do the beat or I've never liked step, it's not really dancing on the step. It's actually just using the step to help you with your workout. So if you think about it like that, I think it's going to be a little bit easier to understand like kind of what's going on and what kind of workout this is. So watch this. They're not all together. You don't have to be. Up, over, and down. Up, over, and down. And you can so do this on the floor too. We'll just watch it for about another 30 seconds, you guys, and then I'll let you go.
You're like, what's going on? But if you look down, I promise you, you'll clear the steps and you'll stay safe all the way through. Now as we go over the top, we're bending, squeezing our knees together so we can work the legs. Ready? Stay on the side and we tap it up. Okay, I'm going to put you up here. You'll see as we go along. Warm up.
Look how cute and fun it looks. I'm sorry, I love videos and I just love the whole workout world, but it would be even more fun if we could do this all together, like in my gym or maybe at a gym would be so great. But the next best step to that is doing a group. So what I'd love for you to do is, go ahead and look through here. I've got some stuff in the units to give you information. I'll be adding information the more I get it. So it's so new that we're kind of in the, hey, we're trying to tell everyone, about it phase so that we can prepare for our challenge accountability group in January. So share this with people. If you're here and you're like, I don't want to do this alone. I wonder if my neighbor or my sister or my cousin or my aunt will do it with me. Send them the link. Let them come in and get information. I will help you get your program regardless of whether you have on demand or not. And then we can do this together, you guys. But seriously, 20 minutes, we can do this. Thank you for being here. And don't forget to share this. Bye.